Body language is our non-verbal communication, the physical part of it, and it's the way that we respond and display the power around us. I'm Mark Bowden. I'm an expert in human behavior and body language.
I'm honored to be here with President Enrique Peña Nieto and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who has also become a great friend. This has been a battle.
So notice there on that idea of battle and that indraw of breath. It's rather like the sound that you make when you've been hurt in some way. So it seems like the non-verbal communication there, including the tonality, the sounds being made, are an indicator of the battle being one that hurt him in some way.
And battles sometimes make great friendships, so it's really terrific. We both agree he's a special man, and he's really done a good job. We appreciate it.
So you can see it's quite a touchy-feely meeting there. Trump goes out to the shoulders of both parties. He goes for almost a stroke gesture on Trudeau at one point, and then changes it to coming round the back of the shoulder. It's a little more controlling. One is a soft gesture, the other is a harder gesture that might control. So was he going to comfort Trudeau first off and then decided to switch to controlling him? Again, I'd need more data than this, but those are a couple of options that seem to show up for me here.
And Donald, it's all the more reason why we need to keep working to remove the tariffs on steel and aluminum between our countries.
Now, check out Trump's finger here on the lectern. The way it's moving impatiently. Needs this to move on. Now, having said that, that's often shown with Trump. This may not be an indicator of this specific situation, but often when other people are speaking, there's a little bit of impatience there.
We need to keep working to remove the tariffs on steel and aluminum between our countries.
We see lip pursing there. Something is being squeezed in, squeezed down. There's something that is not going to be said at this point. And then at the end of it all, that little bit of a mouth frown gesture that says, yeah, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Extremely hardworking staff. Once again, thank you all for being here today.
As Trudeau says, once again, you see this kind of smirk from Trump there. Now, often people think that's something called duper's delight. It means that somebody is smirking with delight as they've duped somebody. However, in this case, duper's delight tends to be really quick, really fast. This is prolonged. So whether it's that Trump can't pull a full, pleasurable smile at that point, or whether it might be that sense of, hey, I think I got one over on this bunch, tough to tell, because usually duper's delight, it's quick and it's sharp and it's a bit of a micro gesture. Now the handshake at the end of that is pretty cursory. Trump, though, is crossing his body with the hand there. He doesn't reach out a lot. He won't pull himself off balance or shift his body in any strong way to make that distance. Trudeau, in order to get the handshake in, has to reach right out. He has to go the further distance. Again, can this be seen as analogous to the deal in general? You know, it's hard to tell. With body language, we need as much data as possible to get closer to the truth, but there's strong possibilities here, I think, that somebody is more happy than somebody else about this deal that's been made.
Let's go. We're ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Take a look at Freeland. She's doing what we might call noddies in the back. That's when you nod in agreement to everything that's been going on, just to give a positive feeling and a positive attitude around that. Watch her in the back, smiling, nodding, trying to give the aura that this is going really well, this is a good deal. But now look carefully at that smile. Is it a true smile? Is it a smile that when you look at it, you go, oh, that's a really good, true, pleasurable feeling that she has? I'm not sure that's a true smile. And there's a downward frown in it and a slight bitterness in taste there. I think that there's been an instruction to make out this is really good, and I think somewhere in somebody's mind it's not as good as hoped. Notice what Trudeau's doing there. Every time he signs quickly, his head comes up and he stays very still and serious for the cameras to capture his head up, a serious expression, and the other two signing. Is that in order to capture a photograph that looks like he's a little more reticent, a little less in agreement with what's being ultimately signed by him? Have a look at the aggression and the noise that came from when Trudeau shut the document. It's now closed. It's now done. He made a whole different sound than the other two, who closed it a little more gently. He's not caring for it as much. Maybe he doesn't care for the agreement as much. That's the nature of photographs, is they capture a moment in time and you don't see what's around it. And of course, we can all set up photographs to get a particular story across. So when you're reading body language or trying to get the sense of somebody's feelings and intentions from a still image, chances are you're not taking in the full context. That's why you want to get to reports and watch the whole thing moving with the sound to get a better idea of exactly what's going on. A photograph may give you some of the truth, but it's not going to get you the accuracy of getting the whole picture.